Right now, just waiting for a shoot. At the same time, I'm just reading some news about Bitcoin. Not looking good for Bitcoin at all. If you guys have been like reading the news about Bitcoin, Chinese regulators have shut most of the trading, the exchanges that will happen in China itself. Chinese Bitcoin exchange BTC China said on Thursday that it would stop all trading from September 30th onwards, and I think that's taking a hit, definitely taking a hit on Bitcoin's price, which I think so far has dropped to about 3,200 USD per Bitcoin. At its highest, it was about 5,000 USD. It hit that point before it dropped slightly, and that's expected because usually when it hits an all-time high, it will drop a bit. However, with news like this coming from China, trying to control, and honestly almost looks like it's trying to stop Bitcoin's exchanges, more on ICO in general, which is the initial coin offerings. If you have seen in one of my videos before, I did mention that I was looking into cryptocurrency. I have invested a little bit into Bitcoin. At my highest, I was doing like what, plus 50% of the investment that I put which was just a few weeks ago, and now I am down like to minus 20%. So of course the question is whether I should be holding it or should I start selling at and hopefully not make so much losses. I'm still pretty positive about Bitcoin. I don't like the idea of banks controlling money, but that can be a very idealistic view on things, which I don't know, but I just don't like the idea. I mean, and plus just how cryptocurrencies are in general, and the nature of cryptocurrencies that you can send money to anyone anywhere in the world without any regulation, to me is very comforting, because then I feel I have control of my own money. So I like the idea of that. It feels like I have control of my money. It feels that I don't have to go to a particular bank to request and to do all this regulatory work in order to send money somewhere. Of course, understanding that security comes with certain layers of approval and authentication. But I'm still pretty positive of Bitcoin in general. But just looking at the news, I mean, just seeing how China is trying to stop Bitcoin as a whole and to stop any type of cryptocurrency, I believe it's really taking a hit, and I think people are right now in panic mode. Honestly, all of it is because of China, and I think one of the main reasons why we see the drop in Bitcoin's prices is that Chinese investors have until September 30th to get their money out of exchanges before they close. Someone mentioned that this is a market structure drop and not a drop of fundamentals. Therefore, this is a buying opportunity. Wow, this is tough. This is really tough. Right now, I mean, right now is probably one of the best times to purchase Bitcoin. To be honest, these were the prices of when I initially bought it at floating about 3,000 USD per Bitcoin. I will. You know, honestly, if I was just started on Bitcoin, I would invest in it right now because the price is dropping tremendously. But I think the rule of thumb is definitely that you only invest the money that you are willing to lose. Yeah, so I know of people who have invested most of their savings into it. I'm not that kind of a risk taker. I'm just investing what I believe I can lose. So for anyone who is looking into investing Bitcoin, I think now is the right time. Again, only invest in the money that you can afford to lose. But there has been some interesting news in the market. It's not all negative, although China being powerhouse and a main, I think a big influencer in how Bitcoin is being traded. It's a huge blow, but in terms of like more positive news there as well, a Japanese company is launching a new Bitcoin mining operation. So, you know, other areas are looking positive. There are a few things happening in Europe as well that is supportive of Bitcoin. It's just that China's kind of out of the picture at the moment. I will have most of the links below if you guys need to know, read more about the Bitcoin. I think I'll also be doing a video on how you, especially for I think the Malaysian audience, would like to go about investing into Bitcoin. I will do a video of that shortly as well, just to show you how you can invest in Bitcoin if you are interested. But if you can't wait for the video, you can always just contact me directly and I will give you whatever knowledge I have of how I invested into Bitcoin. Thank you very much. I'm hoping the price goes up in the future.